And now I am joined with Dillon H. Robinson, Clinical Research Monitor at St. Jude, and our new honoree for our HBCU Empowerment Award. And Dillon, I have to ask, because I see the Jackson State gear, I see it on your shirt, I see the blanket in the back. Why did you choose to go to an HBCU and Jackson State University?
Well, the reason I chose an HBCU is because during high school, I was allowed the opportunity to participate in summer enrichment programs at Jackson State University. From there, those programs allowed me to tour other college campuses on college tours and attend HBCUs. And that experience just truly changed how I looked at college, how I viewed myself. And I was in awe of the culture, the supportive atmosphere, and just the historical significance of the HBCU. So to think that African Americans couldn't attend predominantly white institutions, and they saw the necessity to create their own safe spaces for education, I was in awe. And each time I stepped on the campus of Jackson State, I realized that I stood on the shoulders of some determined, powerful, resilient people, and I had to do my part to make sure those efforts weren't in vain.
And, you know, I feel like you probably just answered this question, but for anyone who is thinking about going to an HBCU or Jackson State University, what advice would you give them?
The advice that I would give anybody thinking about attending a historically Black college or university is to do just that. It was one of the best decisions I made in my life. I was left equipped, ready to compete on the national scale. And those faculty members, those staff members, and your peers truly become family. And so you become not a number, but you become a member of a family, and everybody's pushing forward for you to get across the commencement stage. So the atmosphere is like no other, and you will always have someone rooting for you, even when you least expect it.
And what makes this award so special is that we're giving it to you because you have empowered your community and the city of Memphis within the field of education, health, and fitness. When you think back to your time at Jackson State, how did your time at an HBCU kind of help pave the way for all the success and the work that you have been doing?
Well, Jackson State paved the way for many things I do now. Along with my mother. She was an educator in the field of education for 30 plus years in small town Mississippi. And she always told me, never take from your community without giving something back. So I moved to Memphis. I work in Memphis. I came in 2012 to start my career. Memphis has been good to me. I look to give back, or to give something back, as my mom would say, by mentoring. And so if I can touch one young Black, brown, or boy and empower him to think bigger, to think a little bit outside the box, to reach a little bit higher, then I think that I've done my part and I would have accomplished what my mom always told me, which is always give something back. So hopefully I'm representing Jackson State and my mom well by giving back and doing some amazing stuff here in the Memphis community.
You definitely are, Dillon, and as a part of the Memphis Grizzlies, we also want to give back. And in your honor, we are giving a $1,000 donation to your alma mater, Jackson State, in your name. What does that mean to you, and how special is that?
You know what, that is very special to me. HBCUs, we tend to be overlooked, we tend to be underfunded. We don't get all the resources that predominantly white institutions receive. So it's incumbent on alumni to keep the word out, to keep the relevance in the storylines, and to be recognized by the Grizzlies. And to get $1,000 donated to Jackson State University, for me, means that at minimum, one student's load will be made a little easier as they push forward into their educational pursuit. So to represent Jackson State University, to be honored by the Grizzlies, it's a huge honor that I definitely don't take lightly. And I can assure the foundation that the $1,000 will be put to good use at JSU.